Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Genshin. So yeah, oh gosh. Yesterday's stream was a mess because we ended super early. This stream might be shorter, I don't know for certain, because, I don't know, there was an idea that I was gonna go and do something with a friend, but I don't know that that's happening, because, like, we haven't made any plans, and shit's just been a tad bit chaotic this week. So, yeah. But yeah, welcome back to Genshin Impact. We're doing Snezhnaya, we're doing more story stuff. Silence Alone is disavowed. But yeah, I've done more exploring in Snezhnaya in my own time. I've went and I've resonated with all the Statues of the Seven that currently exist, so we have the Xiphane's Blade at level 90. So that's fun. But yeah, overall,
again? Ugh, seriously, what's the point in all these endless meetings?
Speaking of endless meetings, Snezhnaya, but yeah. Let me just doubly check a thing just to make sure shit hasn't fucked. No. Okay, we're good. Alright. So, I want to continue Act 1, maybe finish it. We'll see if that actually yields anything, like, how long that'll take. If we have one cutscene left, I'm gonna just start Act 2 a bit, I think.
It's about time we throw another tea party, don't you think?
Yeah.
I wonder who else is free.
Quiet, Snezhnaya. I love you, but, like, my gosh. So, in which case, let's just get right into it. Because I have been waiting for this. It's been really hard to resist going to do it. Vodyanitsa! My beloved. Who apparently, from the looks of things, is coming in 7.1. And so I'm very, very excited. I'm very excited.
Miss Vodyanitsa, prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe. What a surprise meeting you here. Will you be sitting in on a session of the Vetcha?
Sorry, I'm not taking interviews today. Oh good, you're here. The session's about to begin. Let's get inside.
Please wait, Miss Vodyanitsa. Could you introduce me to your new friend?
Nope. Shortly after you take your seat, the meeting of the Snezhnaya Vetche officially begins. Discussions on whether to extend Project Stuza are saved until the end. As the rooster, Pulsionella. Hey Ash, welcome in. Welcome. Pulsionella shares various energy-related statistics. The dull and lifeless room suddenly becomes very animated. Here we go. I love the walrus face.
In summary, the energy management commitments made for the outgoing... Furthermore, both the production and consumption of Kresnik Crystal show clear signs of stabilizing.
Pulsionella, the rooster, the fifth of the Fatui Harbingers. Here he fucking is. I am so glad they've switched to actually, like, making more complicated character models for important NPCs and stuff. Because, like, Dottore, like, he made it work. Kinda looked like an old short Gru. You're so right. Cause like Dottore, I think, was the worst like character model wise of the Harbingers, just because like he had resting NPC face. Like Capitano's model could have gotten a bit more like sprucing up it too, but at least he looked unique. but like you could tell he had the generic NPC face model under his mask, because like the darkness of his mask was just a generic model. So it is cool to see the Fae, like, and like the new characters.
The relevant agencies have assessed the present circumstances and determined that the status quo can be sustained until the next period. For detailed statistics, I would refer you to the industry reports that have been distributed to all persons present. It should also be noted that while the recent blizzards have led to a significant increase in people's energy expenses, this is strictly a short-term phenomenon associated with a remotely located monster.
Or at least, like, I gotta be honest, I don't trust that as the explanation. Like, the fact that it was enough of a, like, whatever's happening was enough of a thing where the Tsaritsa herself went out to go and try and fix it, I don't trust that it's just some monster causing all these blizzards.
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa is giving her full attention to this matter. We should have every confidence that it will be dealt with swiftly and conclusively.
Oh gosh. Spot the interesting people in the crowd. Pantalone, Regrador's there. Tartaglia, Child. Old Marionette, Sandrone, Marionette. Like, there's really some, like, important people here, which, you know, checks out.
A financial report on disaster relief is also present in this report, courtesy of Pantalone.
Yep. Also discovered something about the Tsura mine colonies. Turns out we have to manually turn. Yes. I wish I figured that out earlier. Yeah, same. I figured that out yesterday because after my internet went out, I spent some time trying to figure out the issue with. I did a bunch of finaglery and I fixed the issue with the ghost citizen, aka I went into the files and deleted her. And ended up just playing a bunch offline on my own. And like, to the point where I really want to play that on stream sooner rather than later, and so that might be like, I might do that on like Monday or something potentially. So yeah, because like Saturday I 100% want to do Night in the Woods. Like that is, I want to start that. If I knew Justin wasn't going to be busy on Sunday, I'd potentially swap Cult of the Lamb for that. But yeah, yeah, like, Tetsura's a lot of fun. I had a whole thing happen that I don't want to I might talk about after this cutscene if you remind me. But yeah. Yeah, I'm not complaining about more Tetsura streams, I'm aware. It was a thing that me and Justin were talking about, like, the idea of, like, after VTuber stuff, after stuff settled for a bit, potentially looking into doing those twice a week, because we're enjoying it so much, especially now, because, like, now that we have mine colonies, we're both, like, genuinely enjoying the pack as a whole so much more. So, that might be a thing we do more of. We'll see. Why does it keep getting noisier in here?
They cover the same old ground every single time. The rooster never seems to mind, but everyone else is getting tired of it. There's a general lack of trust. People aren't seeing any tangible benefits that affect them directly. Of course, none of that will be reflected in any of the reports on the table.
Yep.
Yeah, if it weren't for these hard copy documents, I could have at least made something up.
And why are you acting so chummy?
Don't mind me. I'm just out here trying to hit my interview quotas. Bring out the kvass. Ever read it? Best-selling newspaper in town.
Sure.
If I remember correctly, you guys don't even have a sales permit. You have to sell from stalls on the street.
Okay, then, best-selling street stall newspaper in town. Still counts.
Vodyanitsa is so snarky. I love it. She's just like, she just cannot take BS from anyone. Just has to call them out on it immediately. It's like, Like, oh no, you don't even have a permit to sell your newspaper and to, like, do it properly. You're selling it on the street like a dog. It's just like, I'm so happy that she's coming in 7.1. I don't know if she's gonna be a 4-star or a 5-star. Like, she radiates 5-star energy, but I don't know. Also, I may have managed to get pure Magisteel armor today. 420k EP. Amazing. Actually amazing. I wish I had more EP before a thing I did yesterday, because that would have resulted in less deaths, but I'll talk about that later. And
Order.
I'll retread it when we do the next Tensora stream.
We will now open the floor to the representatives. If there are no further substantive issues to discuss, we will then proceed to a vote on this motion.
Snezhnaya has a long tradition of treating members of the Fatui armed forces and their dependents favorably.
To be fair, 420,067 EP. Fucking hell.
But recent surveys shows that Fatui families in remote areas have access to 15% less crystal than the average civilian family in Snezhnograd. It's been said many times before, but it bears repeating now. There needs to be a clear and consistent rationale behind how crystal is allocated, or we will soon face immense public backlash.
Perhaps you wouldn't need to keep repeating yourself if you would hear me out for once. I say again, true consistency exists only in principle. In the real world, fairness is relative. You appear to treat resource allocation as a simple function of production and population. So what about when the equipment used in production breaks down? Have you factored that into your equation? And do you even know how long it's been since Snezhnaya last conducted a census?
If I knew the answers to questions like that, I'm sure I'd be a very wealthy man. And I doubt I'd be going by child. Focus back to the specific issue I raised. Or do you wish to deny that favorable treatment for Fatui dependents is our long-standing policy?
It's easy to be a critic when there's no accountability. That seems to be a running theme in the anti-Project Stuja cohort. Defeat the ringleader and all other problems will magically resolve themselves. That's what they seem to think. But in case you aren't aware, not one jot in my report would change whether Project Stuja continues or not.
So you have no intention whatsoever of finding a solution to this problem?
On the contrary, I'm the only one here who ever brings solutions.
Child opened by speaking up for the armed forces.
Oh,
the Greater
gosh.
struck back with style and a war of words ensued. Our reporter was live on the scene to get the audience's reaction as it all unfolded. Who do you support?
I have to back Tartaglia.
The people have
Even if-
spoken. Child received raucous
Even
applause
if
from
I'd
the
rather
crowd as
just
he pushed
ignore
the
her
Greater onto
completely.
his back foot with a relentless barrage of questions. It had to be seen to be believed.
Now you see why they don't have a sales permit.
Mm-hmm.
However this reporter wants to spin things, I haven't forgotten that Tartaglia was representing the Northland Bank when we first met in Liyue.
Mm-hmm.
So, surely their relationship can't always have been this strained.
You two are getting off topic. Let's focus on what the data is saying.
Mr. Pantalone, may I speak on your behalf?
Oh, please do. I'm more than happy to save my breath.
Crystal distribution policy undergoes modifications with each new period. The ultimate goal being to find the most reasonable method of allocation, which I believe is what Mr. Tartaglia also seeks. But I fear many may have been misled on this topic by extremist activists. To clarify, Project Stuja is not the root cause of the problem. It is merely a framework for resource distribution. The most recent reports all point to Snezhnaya's resilience and adaptability during this period of fine-tuning, and give clear indications that a distribution framework is improving with each iteration. To make drastic adjustments without first considering the risks would likely do more harm than good. It would be a waste of the hard-won experience we've gained to date.
Renowned scholar of finance, Arapov spoke up to clarify the fiscal logic.
Miranova, I
clearly
can
alluding to
gather
social
what
organizations like the Rokot in his words. With the notorious Lelek still active to this day, should the Rokot be held responsible? No, there is someone else to blame.
Where did you get Rokot from?
She's just rephrasing what Mr. Pantalone said. The Rokot are the critics he accuses of taking no responsibility for their actions.
I see.
As for Lelek, you won't have heard of him yet. He's currently the most famous member of the Rokot. Well, more like infamous. Ending Project Stuja has become an obsession for him. Unlike the more decent ones among us, he believes that votes in the Vetcha are all that matter.
Vodyanica, you should not refer to yourself as part of the Rokot.
So whether it's threats, coercion, or bribery, he'll use whatever means necessary to get people to change their vote.
I see, there's more to the Rokot than I thought.
And since we're already on the subject, what do you think of Lelek's methods? Are you for or against?
Hard to say.
Well, whatever the story is, his actions benefit us all. We stand with Lelek.
At least someone here wants to take this discussion seriously. I've been considering that issue myself. What you really need is more precise regional data, right? I think it would be easiest to let the Fatui handle it, since they're already in charge of Crystal shipments anyway. We may as well get them to collect some data while they're at it. Whatever you need, you can ask the Fatui to look into it for you. In terms of supervision, I think the Druzhna would be a good fit. I had hoped to discuss this with Miss Vesna, but sadly, she's not present.
I will be happy to take a note of your suggestions and present them to Commander Vesna for a decision upon her return. The Commander has always taken a keen interest in Project Stuja. However, given the Druzhna's demanding workload, I'm afraid it may prove difficult for them to provide any practical support.
Right, gotcha.
Let us refrain from jumping to conclusions until a concrete and actionable plan is in place.
My apologies, Lord Rooster.
There are numerous issues to address here, including manpower, time sensitivity, and reporting lines. Nevertheless, I support drafting a proposal. Follow the usual procedure, and it can be raised as a new motion for all parties to evaluate at the appropriate time.
In that case, I'd like to share one thought before the proposal is drafted. The issue of time sensitivity was raised just now, which I presume relates to the official reports. In fact, the Energy Commission already collects regular statistics on each urban center and its surrounding area. Would these be of any use?
That's a good idea. I read every issue of Sviet-Lolaidovka's report, and although my focus is mostly on the section about equipment operation, the energy consumption statistics also yield a lot of insights.
Be that as it may, does no one see an issue with using local data to determine Crystal quotas? In the long term, it seems like a very risky solution.
It's interesting to see the Fatui actually work for Snezhnaya instead of seeing them as the more antagonistic force in other nations. Yeah, agreed. Like, the entire time I'm sitting here being like, okay, so this is how the Fatui are actually functional. Because compared to all of the other nations, like, if you really think of, compare this to fucking Sumeru, right? Where it was basically, for the longest time, just a bunch of nerds in charge were abusing their goddess for their own means with no form of democracy. Natlan is a bunch of tribes that just kind of get along, for the most part. Or, like, Inazuma is a empire with one person in charge who has the final say on everything. Fontaine is, despite being the nation of law, doesn't really have, we never really got to see how anything worked other than the criminal punishment system. Like, Mondstadt is just whatever the knights say goes, kind of. Like, and Liyue kind of is functional, but we haven't seen the politics side of it. It's just kind of a mess everywhere else, and Snezhnaya is kind of the only one who's got their fucking act together, like, government-wise, seemingly.
Not if they are used purely for reference. So long as we have the report from the Northland Bank's headquarters to corroborate it, no one will be able to fool me.
Very well, then. It appears that this arrangement is acceptable to all parties.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
The members reached a provisional consensus on the issue of improving treatment for Fatui soldiers.
You notice the reporter jotted down a few words before suddenly crossing everything out and starting a fresh paragraph.
Today, the prima donna of the Korolievsky troupe attended a session of the Snezhnaya Vecha in the company of a most charming young lady. The question on all our minds is, what is the true nature of their relationship?
Also, I love of Miranova as an existence of, like, tabloid shit and, like, gossip shit. Because... And the idea that, like, you have the obviously correlation between her and Charlotte, who, Charlotte does similar stuff, but Charlotte's an actually half-decent reporter who, like, looks at the facts and tries to get actual information and help people. Miranova's just trying to get fucking tabloid celebrity gossip.
Write anything like that again, and I'm revoking your permission to interview the troupe. Got it?
The remaining discussion covers everything from energy to healthcare, technology, and industry. All parties take the opportunity to express their stance on Project Stuza. You ignore Miranova as she carries on writing her sensationalist report, but after a while you start to feel that reading the news from her might actually be more interesting than being here in person. Yeah, but also...
Now, if there are no further contributions from those present, we shall proceed to the final vote.
Hey, check it out!
Is that Shogunov?
What made him vote against? Why now?
The votes have been tallied. Those in favor of continuing Project Stuza total 61%, securing a clear majority.
That was too close. The margin has shrunk yet again. Chuganov was a huge loss.
I'll bet Lelek is behind this. I wonder how Pulcinella will respond this time.
Chuganov. I see. Lelek strikes again.
Yes, go Lelek. Once Project Stuza is defeated, our unwavering support at Bring Out the Kvass will finally pay off when we make our comeback. I can taste our victory already!
Oh, great. So she's also representing... I mean, obviously, but she's representing biased news.
In accordance with the result of this vote, Project Stuza will remain in effect until the next Vecha period. Finally, may I remind us all, we debate only for the greater glory and solidarity of our nation. May the aurora shine ever on, and the tundra always stand firm. The session is concluded.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tak to wodnicy. Gosh. That was very interesting. That was very, very interesting.
I have to say, I really wasn't expecting Chuganov to vote against Project Stuza.
Why? What's so strange?
Well, in principle, Snezhnaya's business and political elites ought to be the ones least likely to oppose it. As we heard, Project Stuza is basically just a resource distribution framework that requires everyone to cut back during the winter. But even if the policy got cancelled, the Tsaritsa's energy needs wouldn't suddenly go down. The extra demand from the public would have to be filled from somewhere. So logically, the factories would have to take the hit.
That explains a
I
lot.
got a letter from Mr. Mitya just before today's session. He said he's confirmed that there are issues around overtime and excessive energy consumption at the Iskra manufacturing plant. In a situation like this, once the Rooster receives the report, he'll order the factory to halt production and submit to an investigation before issuing a penalty.
Oh, I see. So he's probably backed out of support of Stuza because if Project Stuza went down, he wouldn't get investigated. Probably.
But that's a week-long process, and thus didn't make it onto the Vetcha agenda this time. I don't think he suspects anything so far.
Got it. So, for him, it's a choice between reducing production and stopping entirely, sir.
Exactly. And as you know, he's a very selfish person.
Apologies, I need to sneeze.
I was originally gonna try and flip him after he received notice of the official sanctions. My plan was to convince him that the whole thing was completely unfair. Rather than just sit back and take the hit while his factory stopped production, he'd be better off voting to end Project Snezhnaya. At least that way, no one else would be able to make any money either, because all the factories would suddenly have more limited energy to work with. But now, he's already voted against it, which means someone must have used more forceful means to change his vote. Just like with everyone else who flipped.
You mean Lilac?
Yeah. No one knows why Lilac is so obsessed with ending Project Snezhnaya, but by the looks of it, he's inching closer and closer to success.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Lilac must have strong motivations, given how he'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. Maybe he knows the full truth of Project Snezhnaya.
Maybe.
My next step should be to focus on him.
All right. What are your plans for the rest of the day? Shall we head out?
Hey, comrade. I noticed you were here during the debate.
Hey, friendos.
I didn't take you for a political enthusiast.
I mean...
Greetings, Harbingers. I just happened to have some free time today, and my new friend here thought it might be fun to check out the Vetcha.
Ah, Odette must have introduced you. Looks like you two are getting along pretty well.
Hey, child.
I'll leave you to catch up. I should head back to the troop.
Sure. Break a leg and all that.
Bunch of these was being like, I can't be around fucking harbingers
Thought it might
that...
be fun to check out the Vetcha, did you? Things are never that simple with you, Traveler. There's no way you're here for kicks and giggles. Tell me I'm wrong.
I heard an interesting tidbit today. Some guy called Lilac.
Oh, yeah. To some, he's a captivating enigma. To others, he's the bane of their existence.
Sounds like a terrorist, but you know.
No one ever thought that some anonymous nobody from the Rokot could cause such a stir.
I want to find out his true identity. Is it okay if I start digging around?
Huh? You want to look into Lilac? Then I'm sure his days of anonymity are numbered. What do you think, Sandrone?
Fine by me, I guess. If the Traveler actually manages to expose Lilac, it'll be doing Pulcinella a favor.
Wouldn't be friends with the Fatui Harbingers and part of the Rokot be a conflict of interests? Yeah, but to be fair, we're only part of the Rokot in order to get information. Like, pretty much everything like, our entire modus operandi in Snezhnaya right now is to find out what Project Snezhnaya is and to figure out if we can use that information, like, well, to understand what the Saritz is up to, and also to make our own judgment as the observer on whether or not it is worth continuing the project. And overall, the general gist is Project Snezhnaya isn't actually doing anything because the Saritz is not going to stop if Project Snezhnaya gets shut down.
In return, it seems fair to let her in on what we've learned so far.
My thoughts exactly. Sharing is caring after all. Head back to Glupov and grab the files on Lilac. It's easier to just pull the records than go through the rigmarole of getting the Traveler a visitor's permit.
Yep.
As you command, child, sir.
In that case, since we're going to be waiting anyway, I'll have someone brew a pot of black tea.
I do like that we're actually, like, working with Sandrone and Tartaglia on this.
One common thread among the many incidents Lilac has been involved in is that the victims are all too scared to share any real information about him. Clearly, he must have threatened them in some way.
Yep.
His modus operandi is to silently infiltrate the scene and leave a threatening letter behind. But neither the letters nor the crime scenes ever yield any clues to his identity.
I see.
So all these files have to offer are short statements by the people affected. They don't give us a lot to go on.
If nothing else, it shows we're dealing with a trained professional who's versed in counter surveillance.
Yes, and to that point, he often strikes in highly secure locations. The victims are high-ranking and influential people who take their personal security very seriously.
I see.
Somehow, Lelik slips right into their rooms without making a sound. There's never any eyewitnesses, nor the slightest trace of a break-in. If he can get in and out undetected, it means he can strike without warning. Not that that's ever happened so far, but the thought is enough to scare these people sleepless.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that a human being could pull this off flawlessly every time. So they switched the focus of the investigation to Faye. Unfortunately, no one's found anything yet.
Are you saying that you couldn't pull it off, Tartaglia?
Careful. Don't underestimate me. Although, truth be told, I'd probably find it hard not to blow my cover. Direct confrontation is more my style.
Yeah.
We haven't ruled out the possibility of Lelik being human. It's just, there can only be a handful of people in all of Teyvat who'd fit the profile. They, on the other hand, plenty would have the ability.
So it's someone as strong as Tartaglia and even more meticulous.
No, not as strong as me. You'll never find the culprit with criteria like that. Let's go with a little weaker than me.
Skirk?
There's no denying that Master is strong, but meticulous. We can only hope.
I love how both the options of the two people we've seen in hand, like, beat the shit out of Child. Like, Nuvolette and Skirk, like, his master and a fucking Hydro Dragon.
She's just trying to find a reference point. Stop getting fixated on who's stronger than who.
But that's the most important thing.
Alright, say it, boy. Alright, let's take it down a notch. How about Odette as a reference point? She's someone we all know and I've seen her in action.
Odette? Yeah, that seems about right. Her skills are solid, and she's always calm under pressure.
Except she's Fatui, so the likelihood of her working against us is pretty low. But yeah, much more accurate than your previous example at least.
No, wait a moment. Maybe we should interrogate that assumption.
What do you mean? Which assumption?
Her Fatui identity doesn't necessarily exonerate her.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, the Rokot would be precisely what she needs to conceal her identity.
Plus, she wouldn't need to be such a pro at covering her tracks. She'd already know where the Fatui will be and when, so she could choose the perfect time to act. Oh, yikes. I was just thinking out loud. Why is this starting to sound like such a convincing
Like, it's
theory?
not gonna be Odette, probably. Like, that would be wild.
Still,
but...
what reason could Odette possibly have for trying to call off Project Snezhnaya?
Arlecchino would be the best person to ask. She knows Odette best. Unfortunately, she isn't back yet.
Arlecchino?
Rosaline used to open up to her in private about her struggles with Odette. As I'm sure you can imagine, Arlecchino is quite a lot better with children than Rosaline was.
Yeah, no kidding.
She gave her some tips on how to handle the situation, and Rosaline managed to reach a settlement with Odette before leaving. So I suppose there were at least no lifelong regrets left behind.
That's something.
Beyond that, I don't know the details about that side of things. But I do know that Odette definitely has a motive to hold a grudge against Project Snezhnaya. The reason being, her father passed away during the early stages of the project.
I hate that, like, that's crazy that this is actually lining up in a case against Odette.
That was back before it had been named Project Snezhnaya, when things were still being worked out. But in essence, it's remained the same ever since.
Huh. The more you know. Rosaline was always so self-centered. I never understood why she started paying so much attention to Odette.
Oh, even you didn't know about this.
Is that such a surprise? If you cast your mind back, you may remember that Rosaline and I weren't exactly close. We had tea together a few times, but that was about it.
Fair.
Odette's past is no secret. Her father was a Fatus, and her mother was a very famous ballerina.
I see.
On the surface, it looks like she followed right in her parents' footsteps. But the truth is quite a different story. After her father passed away on a mission, her mother was overcome with grief. She broke her leg during a performance and could never dance again. Odette was only interested in ballet at the time, but this tragedy left the family with both breadwinners gone. they could barely make ends meet. Per Capitano's policy, family members of Fatui who died in the line of duty had to be appropriately accommodated and provided with adequate assistance.
Gosh, it really is showing how fucking much Capitano did to make sure the Fatui were not, like, the worst global terrorism organization that they were potentially had the ability to be.
So, regardless of how Rosaline may have felt about it, it fell to her to resolve the issue of Odette's family's livelihood. In the end, the solution they agreed upon was to have Odette join the Fatui.
I see.
Right, because the alternative would have been a one-off compensation payment, I guess. In that sense, joining up was definitely the better option. Still, she must have had mixed feelings about it, right? If she doesn't even like the Fatui.
It's just a theory, a possibility. But as a motive for Odette to become Lelik, it holds up. That said, I have no idea where Odette's head is at right now, or what her conflict with Rosaline was about.
Yeah.
Plenty of people were on bad terms with Rosaline. I have no intention of trying to figure it all out.
So Signora actually wanted to mend a relationship with Odette.
Yes, but there's not much point in discussing that now.
I see.
Yeah, back to Lelik. Since our investigations so far have turned up next to nothing, we've got nothing to lose by trying a new angle.
I see.
Funnily enough, Tonya and I had actually made plans to go to the theater tomorrow to watch Odette's rehearsal. Unfortunately, thanks to this Lelik situation, I'll be stuck working overtime again. Which means you can go in my place. No point wasting the ticket. Plus, you'll get to meet Tonya.
I'm actually so happy we could... Because Tonya's, I think, his eldest? It's one of his siblings. What's the rehearsal for?
Spirit Seeker. Quite the classic ballet. It was passed down through Odette's mother's family for generations, though it hasn't been performed in years.
I
But
see!
Odette's been practicing it diligently, and it's finally ready for a return to the stage. Excitement is through the roof. Tickets for the official performance sold out long ago.
Tonya's excited for it too. She's desperate to see it no matter what. Personally, it's not really my kind of thing, but since she's my little sister, I had to figure something out.
I've actually seen it several times before. The story's pretty straightforward. The lead character follows a trail of clues left behind by a spirit, gradually recovering her memories along the way.
Huh.
It's a tale of love and regret. So not exactly reinventing the wheel, at least by today's standards.
But it's a classic,
But
right?
when that classic melody kicks in and the lead character begins to dance, it always gets me. It really is beautiful.
I mean, she's Fontaine, of course she understands good art.
Not an easy dance to do justice to, though. I know it's always been Odette's dream to perform this piece, but I'm not sure she's really ready.
In that case, I think that even if she is Lelik, we should wait until her performance is over before we respond. I'll let you take it from here, comrade.
Alright. That's really cool. This sounds like this is going to turn out to be really fun. Like the idea of potentially being able to actually, one, see the her performance, and also be able to finally fucking meet child siblings that we've heard so much about since fucking Leah. That's crazy.
How tiresome.
Sounds like you made a ton of progress today. It's good that everything's going so smoothly.
Yep, everything's going
Next
fine.
step is to head back to the theater and get a clear answer from Odette.
Even if she is the one, she won't necessarily admit it.
Either way, Paimon doesn't get the sense that she's a bad person. Sure, she might have done some pretty extreme things, but Paimon bet she has her reasons.
Yeah.
Maybe this is going too far, but like, with everything she's managed to do so far, wouldn't it make more sense in theory to be even more, you know, heavy-handed? Why leave a letter when she could, well, we know there are plenty of other ways to keep people in line, right? The point is, she could have gone further, but she didn't.
Yeah.
So, if it is her, she's got some principles at least.
Yeah, I want to believe in her too.
Yeah! Well, all you can do is follow the facts wherever they lead.
How you feeling, Paimon?
No change, really. But that thing Paimon told you about yesterday? Paimon feels like she can sense it more clearly now.
I see.
Hearing you talk about your day makes Paimon itch for an adventure. If only she could be there with you so we could experience it all together.
Yeah.
I wish you could be there too. I'm not used to adventuring alone. But don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Guess it's just one of those things. Never mind. Paimon will behave herself and keep resting.
Awesome.
If Odette is Lelek, she may well have inside information on Project Snezhnaya. Her father was involved with the project's early implementation and tragically died in the process. Now, she's dedicated herself to bringing it to an end. It's hard to imagine she could have gotten this far without knowing anything at all about the Tsaritsa's true intentions. When she spoke to us as a member of the Fatui, how much did she let on? And how much was she hiding? Only time will tell. Maybe tomorrow everything will be answered.
Hey look! It's snowing! Could be a tough day ahead. Make sure you wrap up warm tomorrow.
If only I had a new outfit that I could actually wear outside of the Shadow Realm. Whatever. Act 1 done! Everwinter without mercy! Huzzah! Oh, sleepy little Paimon. Okay. I'm gonna go quickly use the bathroom, and I will be right back, and we'll start Act 2 a little bit. Woo! I return. Wonders of the world, complete Everwinter without mercy. I almost said mystery, so that's funny. Okay, so, and we get our pull from that. Yay. Wraith's Nightmare? Wait, is that what this says? Wraith's Nocturne. Oh, that is very Odette coded. Oh gosh. To complete this quest series to unlock Snezhnaya Adventure Journal. Oh, and obtain rewards. Wow! Oh, we can't even... Gosh dang it, Paimon. You made it so I can't sleep in my own bed. Damn. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of Act 2 now. Because... Might as well. We've only been going for 40 minutes, so... For 45 minutes, so... Like, I don't want to make this just a 45-minute stream. Paimon!
You're back! Paimon's been working on the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. It's actually pretty fun. Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next word.
Oh, I love that you can come back and check into him, Paimon. That's great.
Come on, keep up.
Go to the theater. It'll be really interesting to actually... I hope that Tartaglia's siblings aren't just visually very generic NPCs again. Like, and that they actually have, like, more custom models. I don't know, we'll see. They might have resting NPC face, we'll see. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Sorry. Gunk all over my glasses. It's awful. Trail. Silence alone is disavowed. I don't know where, like, is there a fucking sewer system? There is an underground bit of the train station, I suppose. That's interesting. Go to the theater. Oh no, he's passed out. I think we need to complete a thing in order to get past this route. I'm making a stupid Pokemon reference and I'm making it really badly. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about a Tensura thing, right? I said I'd do that after that cutscene. So I'll go over it again in the next Tensura stream. But while doing stuff in Tensura on my own, the first thing that happened is a envoy from Millium came and asked to open diplomacy, and it was very silly because it was a just generic Minecraft villager. But yeah, now I have diplomacy open with Millium, which is fun. And then later Shizu spawned, and that having to fight Shizu at my power level and stuff now was tough. I died so many times. Like, she killed me herself like 4 times, and then I think I died maybe 8 times or whatever to Ifrit before I could finally kill Ifrit. But I did. And yeah, that was a whole thing. And in doing so, apparently, like, advanced the Mind Colonies add-on, because, like, defeating Ifrit unlocks, like, the continuation of, like, the species and stuff that will come and send envoys to you and stuff. Like, I had a Lizardman envoy come that I decided to deal with, and right before I logged off, the pop-up for a Dwargon envoy showed up, and
You don't believe me? I'm Muriano, and I'll show you a thing or two.
Yeah, and I agreed to, and I just logged out before I interacted with the Dwargon one because I didn't I didn't want to do that off stream. The X-Fang's blade. Woohoo! Coralesque Theater. So grand. Hi!
And Case!
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get.
Yep.
Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview. Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
Yep. Oh gosh. Does that mean they didn't kill the monster if the snow's gotten worse?
I think I'll leave the Lelek question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Yep.
Child said he was originally going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere.
You'd hope.
Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see some familiar faces.
Yep.
Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again.
Ooh! His vision, his electro-vision is on his gauntlet. That's really cool. Like, on the bracer, rather.
Oh no. It looks like the show's starting, and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
Oh. Yep. Oh, the lighting. The light glitching is very concerning.
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater. Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker.
I assume that's Tonya then.
To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
Oh no.
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more. Now, look at the camera. 1, 2, 3.
Fucking Mitya, bitch. Like finger gunning towards Vodyanitsa, just here to say hi, and like a tumbleweed knife here, then disappear to the dust. Great, awesome. I'm assuming this is Tonya then. Tonya.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me. And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... no? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck. Didn't seem like too much to ask, but fair enough. Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age. Excuse me? Are you Tonya? Huh? Your brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
What's wrong? Are you sick?
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Also, she does have a better player she does have a better character model. Huzzah!
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather?
Oh.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all. What do you think?
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
Oh no.
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel, so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation? I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to look her in the eye and ask her about Lelek.
Misha's really fun, yeah. He's like he has a lot more. He has a lot of personality. It's fun, and from random bits I've seen on Twitter from spoilers, because I need to just stop looking at my For You tab on Twitter because it keeps trying to give me Genshin spoilers. There's some weird shit going on with him, I think.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
I'm looking for Odette.
Ah, a fan, I'm guessing?
Today is just a dress rehearsal, so Miss Odette won't be meeting with fans. She's taking a well-earned rest right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Huh. Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
Yep. An hour goes by, but the snowstorm shows no sign of stopping. I think they just angered the snow more than killed it. Also, why is that door still open?
Who went to fetch the blankets. How has he still not returned?
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
Oh, fuck off, Chunganov.
Well, I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
Sure, bitch.
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory.
Oh,
the army
no.
should have arrived to extract us by now. They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Yeah, but if it's a really fucked
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted you back to the Armory Palace.
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me.
Yeah.
That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
I think shit's gotten bad.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
I'm not sure how I should
What
say
is
this.
it? Something the matter? Tell me, I can help. Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Huh. Is weather like this rare even in Snezhnaya?
Yeah, snow like this. I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city.
Yeah, because there's usually, like, the buildings usually break the wind.
Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else. It's not normal.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look.
Should I go with you?
No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member.
Alosha's about to vanish, too. Can't wait. This is gonna be a murder mystery. Except not.
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
I'm glad that he actually has a model for putting his hood up.
He's back! He's back! How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps.
Gosh. And the weird flicker with the light, like this, the light in the ceiling earlier, that clearly wasn't meant to happen.
This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
Yep.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter... I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Yeah, like, sure, like, you totally care about that.
What are you all still doing here? Whoa, it's snowing hard.
Oh, yeah, because the person who left
So now
was
we're stuck
Crew.
here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here. On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone. At least, I assume that's all right? Odette?
Fine by me. This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop. This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same
Oh,
roof
fuck
as the
off.
two top stars in all-
I think I've changed my mind. Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
Oh,
It's getting
God.
colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up. Close the door and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
Yeah, I don't know why they just left the fucking door open. Ugh. Act 2, Wraith's Nocturne. Wait. The guy who was in the picture before is gone now. Oh my gosh, it is a murder mystery. Shunov, Tonya, younger sister of Tartaglia. He talks about her so often that this is the first time you actually met her in person. Though in poor health and prone to coughing, she's excited about spending the night away from home. Traveler me, the fourth descender, a traveler from beyond the stars. Odette, suspected of having another identity, Lelik. Laird, what do you need to say? Yeah. No details, no details. Rampana. Oh gosh, this is fun. Oh, this is gonna be real fun. I love me a mystery. See what's going on. 0 out of 6. So I assume we're going backstage then. Oh. Shrum.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with.
I don't.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shram, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
I see.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, you will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Enjoy your
Are
conversation.
you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that...
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. It's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
That's funny. Door doesn't open. We'll check in with Odette last, I think. Alosha?
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, Have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
Not really.
This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuzha.
Are you sure you should really be whatever?
The most recent Vetcha vote.
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Shh! There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wait, where's Tanya? Tanya. We should go check on Tanya first. Tanya, how are you doing?
Feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Huh.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
Yeah, that's a new one.
I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
You're right, it's certainly a novel experience.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life. I'm fine, really. Just got a little overexcited.
I wonder if she's experiencing the same thing that that Paimon has from Project Souza. Either she's just sickly.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Yeah, I'd win, but you know, that'd be rough.
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
Oh gosh. This woman's marriage is ruined.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave. But don't drag me along. Hello? Can I help you?
Okay. Interesting.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
Yeah.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Why, hello, ma'am. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table at the Foyer restaurant.
Oh yeah, we hadn't been introduced to Mitya yet.
Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya from the Energy Commission.
I see.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Delighted to meet you both.
Miss Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
Keep racking those brains, you'll figure it out.
What? You mean I really did do something to upset her? Well, thanks for letting me know.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuzha?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Mitya just does not care about, like, the specifics. Is like, I wish I could actually talk more about this project, but I can't. Oh shit, you can actually see the reflections in the glass. That's really surprising. I didn't think Genshin had a reflection engine.
I have to say, Even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Hell yeah.
I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
Consider me a new fan of that.
Oh my, that's very flattering of you. Thank you. I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
Oh, damn.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lilac. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
So unfair. Talk about double standards.
That has a type, I mean, what?
And now it looks like I've been spotted. You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
Oh. I wonder if Mitya's the one
How's
who's
it looking,
Lilac.
Alosia?
Because, like, I could guess that because, he would just want Stuja to be over so that he stopped having the workload. And it makes sense that since we revealed stuff to him about the guy that I can't remember the name of because he's an asshole, that he would just push it to be over.
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
I see.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
The Slumbering Heavenly Principles?
Gotta admit, I didn't get that one.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
I love how Sleeping Beauty was an option, but it's like Slumbering Heavenly Principles. It's also interesting that Mitya reacted like that.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though, I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here.
Yeah, we don't have our emotional support Paimon.
I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet? At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
I just realized that Paimon made a comment that she was feeling the pull, like, the sensitivity to the power. Or that's a good point. He also seems willing to accidentally leak private info, yeah. Like, he's very, like, well, and like, he's more observant than he lets on as well, like, it's interesting. Oh. Are we getting Paimon vision? Or no? Oh, fuck. What the fuck?
Ah, finally. Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
Where are we?
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten. Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
Yeah, he also willingly leaked private info knowing you were listening in on him, yeah. And, what the fuck?
Here we go again. the endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
The Black Mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the Black Mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left, the only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay
Paintings of
strong and believe
Snezhnaya
that
are
the Black Mist
burning.
means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
See.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
What the fuck?
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Gosh.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist.
So we're just gonna give up?
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare.
Why does this keep reminding me of the Samsara time loop in Sumeru? Yeah, it is very much giving me, like, isolated location and shit is happening in it. Like, it does give Samsara vibes, you're right, Ash.
Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go. Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Is it just me or is the mist stopped moving?
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now. This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good. Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two bought for us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, this is Samsara vibes.
Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Chuganov? What's wrong? Huh?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
Oh shit. Quest progress saved. Murder?
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
And they're dead. Two people are lying down in the room completely still as if they're still asleep. But your gut tells you they're not sleeping. Somehow you can sense it in your bones. This is what death looks like.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
I'm gonna turn up. Oh, wait, my volume is up.
Let me take a look. No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
Are you suggesting they were murdered?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Right. You pair up with Tonya after a thorough search. You're satisfied that no one else from outside the group is in the theater, and everything is exactly as it was left last night. Can't believe we're doing a fucking murder mystery.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
I didn't find anything either.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
Yep.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life.
I'm also surprised that this is the first time we've done this in Genshin.
Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Looking at who the killer targeted and the clean entry and exit, it all adds up. I know it.
What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Snezhnaya. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Snezhnaya at the Snezhnaya. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Snezhnaya cannot be so easily shaken. Not with the rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
And now you're resorting to murder to threaten me. Isn't that right? I knew it. The Rokot despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
it's not gonna turn out to be Tanya to be Lelek, right? Sounds like he's losing it, yeah.
Was this really Lelek's doing? Would Odette really do something like this?
She's a Fatui agent, but I don't think she'd even do that. Like, that's so obvious it would risk implicating her. All of her Fatui training would tell her to never consider that.
If Odette really is Lelek, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her?
Thanks, Sarah. Hi, Obsidia. Welcome, welcome.
I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelek's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire.
Yep.
What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelek killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard. He's never killed anyone before. And his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases.
Literally, as you say that, Ash, Vodyanitsa makes the same point. Yeah, Lelek's MO is not murder. It's threatening. I mean, all in all, like, the mercenary guy, like, the point he was making the prior day, to Chuganov, was basically Lelek's MO of threaten rich people, and just the threat of you being able to do something. Clearly, me and Vodyanitsa have the same brain cell, yep. Like, the threat of something actually happening to them is scary enough.
Besides, even if Lelek did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelek might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Yeah.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelek's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well,
Vodyanitsa?
If you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Yep.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelek is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lelek is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
Yep.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect.
I really was not expecting a murder mystery. I'm not objecting.
Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
Yep. Scott's Odette's situation with the Rokot members.
You seem to be very comfortable taking charge, Major. You took the reins as soon as things went south.
I simply made an executive decision that someone needed to take control of the situation on the military's behalf.
No, quite the opposite. We feel much safer for it.
Open your quest screen or inventory to examine pictures of the picture for possible intel. This just reminds me that Among Us got a new crewmate role yesterday. That's funny. Oh, fuck! Wow! Freaking crossed out on the people. Oh my gosh. Deceased during the night, wealthy businesswoman who began her career selling fashionable cold leather clothing. Later, she married into a prominent family to expand her business. Nowadays, however, it seems like her business has instead been absorbed by that family. Torgov, wealthy businessman who made his fortune in the energy industry. With support from the Northland Bank, his business grew larger and larger. At some point, however, it began to feel as though the Northland Bank had become the one calling the shots. I see. Murder mystery type beat? Yeah. Apparently, we just got a murder mystery sprung on us. I was expecting just to, like, do a little bit of Act 2. I don't know how much we're gonna do of this. Because this is a lot.
I still
Well,
find it hard
how much
to
of this we're
believe
doing
there's a
today?
murderer among us. Just last night, I imagined we were like classmates out on a hiking trip. There's no guarantee that you can trust your classmates. Especially not when you're locked up together.
Also, if I make a wild guess, the murder's like... my bet, I'm calling it now, the murderer is the guy who left at the beginning. Like, the guy who just vanished. It's not going to be anyone in the photo. It's going to be the guy who ran out at the beginning and just completely up and vanished. I haven't played this game in a while, but fuck with it, yeah. Like, the story's gotten so good. Like, the writing in Genshin's gotten so good.
Why did they do this? Was it for money? Even then, they could have just kidnapped the people. They didn't have to die.
Yeah. That's interesting. Gosh. I'm glad Tonya actually got, like, a half-decent character model. Like, Tartaglia's siblings have, like, been named so many times and shit. Like, in all of his frickin' letters and stuff, he brings them up. So...
You're right. That was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Hello!
Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
You really should be more aware of that!
Since Vodianitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
Yep. Tell Vodianitsa and Alicia about Child's intel and Lelek and your views on the current situation.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year. Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lelek has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
Yep.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make. What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4...
What are you counting?
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lelek.
Mm-hmm.
It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lelek. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
You're assuming everyone in the Fatui is, like, completely 100% loyal to the Tsaritsa and nothing else. Like, it's been proven multiple times that that's very much not the case.
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
Yeah. You know, whoever killed those people are just lucky Tanya didn't get killed. Because Tartaglia would probably tear down this entire building if that happened. Yeah, like, Traveler, like, quite literally, if any relative of any of our friends get, like, you would have two of the objectively two of the strongest people present in this city on their ass if they killed Sonya. Like, there would be no Harbinger, Archon, or Heavenly Principle shade that could stop them. She doesn't seem like the type to kill people.
Yeah. Lelek may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, But as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lelik?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us.
Yep.
Odette's alone.
Fucking Scooby-Doo ass screw. Fucking cartoon-ass peering around a corner. I need that as a screenshot. That's so funny. I just need to screen grab that because that could be very funny for a thumbnail.
Hey, Odette.
What is it, you guys?
Shh. Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lelik, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't you. Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but she kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. Everyone believes Lelik is the culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot.
Also, well, you say everyone. This group isn't that big, and there's 4 people here who know that that's not the case.
We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you.
Alright. Yes, I'm Lelik. And no, I'm not the murderer. And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Oh, damn.
Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lelik? Here?
That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me
I
off
think
guard.
she's lying. I don't think she is. Like, here's the thing. It lines up too well to the point where it now feels like she's covering for someone by it. Like, because why would she announce herself?
But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about.
Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances. Mr. Valeri! What?
Yeah, Valeri gets everyone to reconvene. Odette gets straight to the point and announces she is Lelik. Yeah, this feels too easy.
So, Odette is Lelik?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lelik. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer. Which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Oh, that's the Fatui in ya.
Really the truth, Miss Odette? That's confidence, all right. I believe you.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Yep.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lelik. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lelek. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh, why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
Oh.
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelek and all related incidents aside until further notice.
Yep.
Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's
yes,
sake,
totally.
I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelek. We'll settle the score then.
Yes, his wife and daughter that he very much cares about and would totally bring to this place and bring to all these shows he goes to on his own.
Good work, Lelek guard team. And Lelek too. Here, have some hot water.
Oh,
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits, so now I've been told I have to guard Lelek with him.
Fair.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
I mean...
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this. Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe.
But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave?
You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass.
Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life.
Aw, you're so cute, Tonya. All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you...
Oh.
You promise to never change your mind about being my fan.
Cause... Also, Tonya, don't do it! That's a deal with a Fae! Tonya, no! Tonya, no! Tonya, don't do this! I mean, to be fair... Like... Actually, this, like, specifically drives into a thing with Tonya, because she has... It's so over! Vodyanitsa has a thing in, like, one of the meeting points in Snezhnaya, and she tells you a whole story about how that she used to have, like, she now has to, like, practice, like, completely out in the wilderness instead of in the theater, because there was someone who used to be a fan of hers that would, like, track down her schedule, figure out when she was practicing and shit, and then sell tickets for the information, and then, like, do a bunch of really fucked up, like, not, like, just mostly morally fucked up stuff to exploit the fact that she, like, had the information. And, like, because originally she was just a fan of Vodyanitsa, and so Vodyanitsa was giving her tickets and stuff. But turns out she was just at a certain point, she was just reselling the tickets for like 5 times the price. So, you know, she became a scalper, so fuck her. And so this very much plays into a thing with Vodyanitsa of like, she very clearly values the people who actually enjoy her performances and hates when people betray her. So, you know, for a siren and a fae, that's interesting.
Promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss Vodyanitsa?
Hey! Mind your own business!
Oh no, the simulation distance. The table.
Don't be nervous, Miss Water Imp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
Hmm? No. You sound nervous.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still... How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanica.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing, rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps.
Ah.
It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad, and yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a... very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising.
Huh.
I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. To guard against the killer, someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stay together.
Yep.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense. Of course not.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but two of us must be awake at any given time.
Fine by me.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach.
Oh, fuck.
Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations.
Gosh, my OBS just, like, completely freaked out. Like, a bunch of the visuals on it just went black. That was weird. That was really bizarre.
That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
Odette. As night falls, you and Valeri take the first watch together. Everyone is sleeping on the stage, making for a scene right out of an absurdist theater. Eventually, time comes for the first shift change.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
I'm not sleepy.
Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap.
It's interesting
If
that
start to
you
feel
can
sleepy,
make
wake me up anytime.
Because those were definitively different choices.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the Night Watch. I should wake her up. I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
I didn't even wake you yet.
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
You as well?
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
I love how they moved that they moved a full-ass bed out here.
I just had a simple question for you, really. It's Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words or anything?
It all happened so fast.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
Do you miss her?
No. She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
Heard a little bit about that from Snezhnaya.
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Still, she didn't... I don't know the full details.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me, though. When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline. It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice. I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation.
Yep.
Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that is the cost of survival. Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life. Don't you think?
Oh gosh, you paid an enormous price there.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate.
I see.
It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed.
Oh no.
I told her, you don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother.
Damn.
She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance.
Oh my gosh.
But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either. Not even once.
She was a very proud person.
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face.
So this was a gift from her.
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes. But also her way of keeping an eye on people.
Wait, but the flame is still roaring.
She knew the location of every piece of core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be on to them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating.
Yup.
So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, many people immediately crushed their core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles.
Damn.
But I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly.
Dang.
I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared. So I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
Snezhnaya told me you two had settled things.
She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event?
She said that Arlecchino gave Rosaline some advice and that Rosaline went to see you.
No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
I think you should go see the Knave.
Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuzha. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelek, you might know something about all this.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle.
Oh shit. Oh shit. We're actually going into it.
The weapon's construction was completed in Nodcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
So that's what they're doing at the Experimental Design Bureau.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace.
Damn.
I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit.
Let's not forget that you're also Fatus.
And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
Oh.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
Stay calm, just act
I thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure.
All right.
This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days. Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier? But never mind.
That's so stupid. How they're just staring at us.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
Oh, fuck. I don't know where this is, yet it feels strangely familiar.
How long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up.
Oh gosh,
hoping
they're
that
dead.
as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Oh shit. Oh gosh, they have HP. Lelek's confession, flee the black mist.
Monsters! Watch out! Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
Okay, this is an actually good version of this.
Cryostorm!
Okay, this is also a completely maxed out Exiphane's blade.
What the? What the? What the? Condense!
Shut up. Run faster.
Okay, I wonder if maybe the snowstorm itself is the killer, or maybe the killer summons the snowstorm. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think the snowstorm is something weird. Like, the snowstorm is definitely why people are dying. That's probably the mist.
Alright, here comes the
Cryostorm!
You wanna fight? Let's go.
Here they come again! Get ready!
Die, 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 die. Die, die, die. Dead. Like, this is so funky. Come on, get out of the mist. It's not actually rising.
Monsters ahead of us? The black mist behind us? It feels like there's no escape.
No. Don't give up or you'll wake up dead. Or, well, you won't wake up, I suppose. It's more accurate.
Condense! Learned.
Gosh.
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No. I'm fine.
No.
It's just... Suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time
Don't
ago.
give up or you'll wake up dead, Skyla 2026.
Like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
I mean...
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
I feel like we're slowly getting close to
I
it.
know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please
No,
don't
Coolish.
give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in
You're a
this.
generic NPC. We can't let all the generic NPCs die.
You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but I wish you the best. May there come a day that you catch up to the star and leave this godforsaken place.
Oh no.
It's not an illusion.
Oh.
We really are getting closer to the star.
We've got like a glowy in our wrist.
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here.
I actually made it. Wait, a debt? Closer, get to the storm, or the more familiar it looks.
I'm the star's envoy.
What the fuck?
The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions. This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
Aren't we gonna leave?
What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point.
Oh,
It's the
fuck
waypoint for
off.
the Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
Odette's voice being peppy is so unnerving. After everything I went through today, this is just the start. Just like the dead fall to the side.
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
Oh gosh.
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice? What happened?
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
Drama about sleeping, which began as the joke the other day, is now playing out on the stage. No one counted on it being a tragedy. Everyone's gathered around the two sleepers in the center of the stage. Without even expecting the scene, you already know what happened, as if someone had told you in advance. Coolish deceased. Oh, fuck. Also, the Rapana deceased.
The situation is identical to that of the 2 casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
I have no reason to select what, but these
to be
two.
honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all.
I see.
If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed.
Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places...
Vodyanitsa.
4 victims in just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead.
Yeah.
I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
Shit.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer.
Chuganov, you're an asshole.
She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough. Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Yeah, like, you know, just to scare someone, she would murder 4 people.
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager.
You'd be surprised at the people I come across, Chuganov.
Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you've said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on night watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich.
Oh my
All
gosh.
so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes.
Fucking
Then tell us to fall in
hell.
line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you.
Oh, great.
Don't you...
Tonya?
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
No, Tonya.
I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonya. I ought not prevent him from speaking. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received, but then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place.
Yeah, but a lot of those haunting rumors that have been perpetuated because of you, Odette, but, you know. I wonder if the killer is Shrum. I feel like he isn't quite human. Maybe he's a changeling or something. That's my thinking. The way he phrased that he was friends with a water imp is suspicious as hell.
Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Aww.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Yeah.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Yep. And the supply of mercenary jokes. Carefully maintains the image of a devoted... Yep. Oh, gosh. What the fuck? Alright. I'm gonna be right back. I need to go use the bathroom, and I need to go grab some more water. So, I'll be back in a moment. Whoop. back. We clearly only have 2 default NPCs left. We're clearly close to catching the killer. You so right. Because, like, the devs aren't gonna sacrifice Tartaglia's sister for this. Like, that'd be insane. So, like, Sharam is either gonna die next, or he's gonna be the killer. And Chuganov is gonna survive so that he can face judicial punishment. Probably. And, like, other than that, every other remaining character is either Tonya or a playable. And if they're gonna kill off a playable character, it's not gonna be right after they're introduced.
I need to think very hard about whether there's anything that ever needed hiding. After all these years, there must be some things even I've forgotten about.
Weird. It's like, open your quest screen. Like, Shram's is weird. He's unaffiliated with any mercenary organization. Like, that's a weird one. We know these are all safe. Mitya might be partially responsible. Tonya is diplomatically immune, hopefully. And if she's not, I'm gonna fucking flip some shit. Tonya.
Tonya? Did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So... Are we supposed to be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
Oh. Invasion of privacy, my beloved?
Well, it doesn't look scary or anything. So I guess it should be fine.
Shrem is also weirdly quiet when discussing the killer. Yeah, like, it's so... Like, and he's also cozying up to Chuganov quite heavily.
Alright, let's read it together.
He once told me I would understand someday, but now I still don't. I don't believe anyone should be forced to abandon their homeland because of a change in power. She never considered the feeling of us water imp nobles. Every inch of this land reflects memories of my childhood. If I close my eyes, I could still... Ooh. Miss you so much, mother. Missing the dress with the tassels, the heavy bed curtains, the first rays of sunlight. I still know that life is gone forever, and I can miss it all I want, but I can't. I also feel that what I have here is no less than what I lost. The fantastical sets designed by the prop master, the many fans who come all the way just to see me in the quiet, dancing girl who doesn't talk much. These are all mine. I won't lose any of it again. Never, absolutely never. I've joined a rather remarkable... Oh no, Tonya should not be reading this. Oh, I can't tell you its name. What that great figure intends to do with this time. There should always be someone looking out for the misfortunes of the ordinary people. That's what our organization exists for. Even now, I don't understand her. Why is it that those in power always seem this way? They clearly have the ability to bring in great happiness. Some say she has her own difficulties, but what could possibly trouble someone so seemingly omnipotent? Never mind, I should just focus on what I can do. I suppose you'll hear all about this organization sooner or later. Its name is... never mind. I'll let that be a mystery for now.
Huh. This has to be Vodyanitsa's writing, surely.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
Since it's an accident, it should be fine.
Sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. Why put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter?
Because her water imp parents belonged to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
Oh, hey, Vodyanitsa.
We're sorry. It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues. All right. Give me my notebook back. I'll take over the investigation in this room.
Alright. Oh, what you need to look. She is so real for that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. The voice acting on that, even though like she was muffled. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. Oh no. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Ooh. That's creepy. Let's go investigate this floor first.
Valeri, come take a look at this. You too, Traveler.
Some sort of notebook. What is it for?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Coolish was the main person to use it. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on.
I think I saw Coolish at the entrance before coming in. I think he was holding the book at that time.
Yes. He'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
Yes. The number of people. I've checked and
Yeah,
double-checked,
I was expecting
but the
that.
numbers just don't match what's recorded in the logbook. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Unlikely. Coolish took his duties very seriously.
Yeah.
I've rarely seen any errors in his work.
Yeah, in which case it's gonna be Shram then, because as Chuganov would still go through the proper procedures, the nobles would go through the procedures, the cast members are obvious, and the Tanya and the Traveler both had tickets, they wouldn't have had a reason to do that. So it's gonna be Shram then, obviously.
Not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual.
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends.
Dead. If
So we collect the tickets at the point of... Still, I'm inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count is significant somehow.
Oh, because that could explain why Coolish was targeted second. In, like, the second group. Nobles, because as Shram was saying that he worked for nobility, that, like, it tended to be, like, aristocrats and stuff that he got jobs for. And so he eliminated two of the people who could corroborate that. He eliminated Coolish so that the head count wouldn't be readable. And that, like, we couldn't double check the occupancy. And then I suppose, like, the dancer girl was probably a collateral to cover that, to make it so that it's always twos, would be my thinking. If he's a water imp or related to a water imp or something, if he's Fae in some way, it would make sense that he would have the power to do this, and that he would keep it by a rule.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
No. So, that's fascinating. So I went the wrong way. I didn't turn down the hallway. I mean, Faye can kind of do whatever, like, so. Also, appearing in out of shit is what they suspected Lelek of doing, and that's why they were looking at mostly Faye for that, so.
Ah, Traveler. Since you're here, come take a look at this.
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about earlier.
This commission is clearly not as simple as previous cases involving only folklore studies. It appears to be connected to something more mysterious. An extinct civilization, the creatures of ancient gods, or powers from beyond this world. The possibilities leave ample room for speculation. And from now on, we should take this as a lesson. A simple surface does not imply that what lies beneath shares the same level of existence or nature. Leylines themselves possess a powerful ability to either devour or guide souls. In most cases, once the soul of the body has left, soul and body of the deceased are separated, the soul is drawn directly into the ley lines. However, evidence shows that this is not the case. We've seen this all throughout the game. Like, all over Inazuma, some in Nodcry. I don't remember ghosts specifically in Sumeru. But yeah, like, ghosts are real, but this is not. But for me, the investigation does not end here. Uncovering the reason why the ley lines have been obstructed is the true focus of the. After consulting multiple sources, the most reliable hypothesis appears to be the existence of an angel civilization, and that its preliminary attempts at ley line renovation. It's also too little information. Interesting. Concerns.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old. Huh. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me. Was the investigator from Sumeru?
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. But it doesn't look like anyone ever looked at the report.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business.
Yeah. Although there is rumors of it being haunted, but those rumors are just people still being in at night and just seeing Odette dancing.
Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with the murder cases?
Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts, it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases.
Yeah, like, unless what's happening is their souls are being ripped from their bodies and directly sent to the ley lines or some shit, like.
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization, ley line renovation?
Oh.
My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside of my wheelhouse. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
Let's see. Death is near. It's pretty ominous no matter how you look at it.
How unnerving. It was tucked inside the report, so it must be a note left by the author.
Oh, wait. That's gonna be literal. Like, not as in, like, a threat, but as in, it's angel civilization, so Renova is near. It's just that most people don't want to know or say her name because it gets you her attention. And so, there is some weird connection to Renova in this theater.
Death is near. Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us, in the theater? But if so, how did the author foresee it? Could he predict the future somehow?
Maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
Yeah.
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
Oh. Bring to the victims. Bring to the perpetrator.
The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
I wonder if we're gonna get the Fontaine, like, putting the keys, putting the
If we take
info
all this
together,
together,
bit.
it's not impossible, is it? If anything, it's the natural conclusion.
Well, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm struggling to be persuaded by your theory.
Does it really sound that far-fetched? Alright, well, let's treat that as speculation for now. I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others.
Alright.
So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer.
Yeah, and it'd be so hard to determine who that would be. It's not like everyone else here has a reason, would have normal clause to be here.
If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection. They then blended in with the group and waited for an opportunity to strike.
Also, Shram was saying that he was up early, like...
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits in?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
Yeah.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater after all.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket, and all our problems will be solved? Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the end.
Oh, Dad's glare at him.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their ticket checked?
Shaking their head.
Guess it was naive of me to expect them to just admit to it.
Especially after the unprompted Lelic reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice would be unfathomable.
Yep. The most like... Oh shit, we do get to point the finger. Yeah, Shram. Confirmed selection.
I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one can verify Shram's identity... Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Yeah, cause like it's so obvious.
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend?
You're dodging the
Do I
question.
seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Like, here's the thing. This guy's an asshole. But we know that he's a rich asshole who wouldn't do shit like this. Like, he's predictable.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Oh, Vojiditsa, you're great.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. All right, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. I was just a bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
Right.
We don't need details. Just get to the point.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times. Even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
Yeah.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, like that.
Delicate times? Factions?
Yeah, that shit's been out. That is outdated as hell.
Yes. You know, the Civil War.
Okay, so he's a ghost. Got it.
The Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnaya in history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. Far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
Oh gosh. Okay. So Shrive's a ghost. Got it. That checks out, honestly.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
Yep. The clues to Shrive's true identity. This doesn't matter. The haunting.
The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Some souls can even wander this place forever. Mr. Shram's statement proves he's from hundreds of years ago, and according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram is very likely a lost soul wandering the theater.
Right. I personally, nothing. Oh wait, the true nature, me. No, that soul wandering the theater.
For some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the leyline issues has joined our group and blended in. Yeah, that must be the immediate reason why the ticket count doesn't match the number of people present.
Interesting. Most likely referred to someone who died long ago.
The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed leyline issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes the deceased. Mr. Shram, for instance. Death is near. Huh. That must mean that there's a dead person in our midst. That's the truth, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off. Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased. People who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short,
huh.
There's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah. Even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the
Yeah.
theater can't affect reality, right? They're harmless.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Why does this analogy sound so familiar? Almost like black mist that's devouring everyone who's running away from it. And it keeps trying to get us because Renova hates us.
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
So my thought of the ley lines just taking... that was a joke, but I guess that is not far off.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya is relying on a lot of logical leaps. Still, it seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
Yep.
Alright, so how could Shram not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and... even though my head feels like it's going to explode, I think... it's all coming back to me.
Oh?
I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death, so I forced myself to forget.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war.
Gosh.
I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity. But I was going to do whatever it took to buy our chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard. And out of love.
Oh.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want. You don't need to dig all that up again.
It's just... even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth. How could I be dead? I'm sorry, everyone. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death, then punish me however you see fit.
But, Mr. Shram...
No. I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. You said I've been wandering the theater for centuries, right? I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place and take all this death with me. Go out on my own terms.
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
My good sir, we both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end. Unless you're saying this goes against another one of your military principles somehow.
No, I'm speaking on a personal level this time.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Waterimp, My lover. Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova. Do you know what happened to her?
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids, too.
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of kids? Good.
Oh.
That's... good. I could hardly expect her to stay single just because of what happened to me, right? As long as she went on to be happy. That's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead. My soul's been wandering around here for so long because I was worried about her. But now, I can go without regret.
Kinda same, but also, like, he was the most logical option and we didn't know any of this. Hell, he didn't know any of this.
There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days. Perhaps we'll meet again in the next life.
And
Take
awake.
care, my man.
My man!
Mr. Shram was already dead, but I still feel so sad.
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
Yep.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. It's terrible to think that so many innocent people had their lives turned upside down.
Also confirmation that, like, Vodyanitsa's, like, hundreds of years old.
Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past few centuries.
Yep. To be fair, Fae are usually much older than human. Yeah, I knew she was, like, pretty old. Like, I knew she was one of, like, the hundreds of years old characters. I just didn't know how old. And it's interesting, because they don't always super confirm it when characters are, like, centuries old. They usually kind of leave it vague. Excuse me. But it is cool to know.
The Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
Huh.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly do.
Yeah.
All this time, I had no idea.
All right.
Yep.
If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can consider this matter settled. Let's all take a break.
We can only hope. And the snow's over.
If only this blasted storm wasn't still raging on.
Quest progress saved. Oh, gosh. How you two doing?
Well, at least it seems like Mr. Shram stayed optimistic until the end.
The information he revealed, it's given me a lot to think about.
Cool. Very fun. Examine the picture for possible intel. Oh, Shram's just gone from the picture now. Oh wait, no, he's deceased. Confirmed to be one of the deceased, he voluntarily walked into the snowstorm.
Looks like now we can just rest until the snowstorm stops. I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years. To think he was dead this whole time. What a strange turn of events.
Yup.
Knock, knock.
Hi, Odette.
Knock, knock.
You know the door isn't closed, right? You don't have to knock.
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelek.
Please come in, Miss Odette.
So, why did you come to find me? Is there something I can help with?
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret identity from the start. But when everyone was discussing who Lelek could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me. So you kept it to yourself, right?
That's what you wanted to talk about?
Yes. I'm extremely grateful for that.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened with Senora against me, so I should thank you for that as well.
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity.
Oh?
So I thought I'd come and ask you for advice.
What's up?
It's about Mitya. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead.
What now?
As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelek was to stop Project Stuzha.
Fucking excuse me?
Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuzha was Mitya, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity. So I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective.
If you manage to infiltrate it, you really do have what it takes to be Harbinger.
Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved. But I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity with the building's layout. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead.
How did you know?
I checked his breathing and his pulse. He had no vital signs whatsoever.
Is he a
I'm
zombie?
certain I thought maybe another anti-Project Stuzha activist had beaten me to it, and chosen a much more brutal method. So I made myself scarce.
Right.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murders started happening and things got so complicated that it wasn't really at the front of my mind. That is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among us. Then, I couldn't ignore it any longer.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single Mitya out. Just like when everyone was suspecting Lelek.
Exactly. I thought there could be something I was missing. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Shram was a ghost. And we knew there was only one extra person. So we thought he had to be the one.
Yeah, but if the ley lines are still trying to grasp people...
But now it seems like there's another candidate. I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
Yep.
So, what do you think we should do?
Let me confirm one thing first. When was it that you found Mitya dead?
Around a week ago. Sometime in the afternoon.
What?
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. That definitely would have been after you found him dead. He seemed completely normal to me. Chatting with Vodyanitsa, trying to avoid Valeri.
So he was definitely alive on that day. Huh. Well, all I can say is I know what I saw.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater's ley lines. But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley line issue affecting the theater shouldn't reach that far.
You're right. I guess he doesn't fit the profile of the person we were searching for.
We should definitely figure out what the fuck's going
I
on,
think the
though.
chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace.
Unless what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
You're right. Do you think we need to disclose this to the others?
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet?
Oh, perfect.
Where do I line up?
That's not what's going on here.
Well, I was just making the rounds. Thought I'd try to lighten the mood a bit. Bodianitsa's handing out food if you're hungry.
Quest progress saved. Oh gosh, I think I'm gonna have to wrap up for today here because I can't go for as long as I normally, well, as long as I used to for various reasons. And also, like, we've been going for 3 hours already. I don't know how much longer this quest is gonna go on for. And so, I figure that's probably a good time to wrap up. Debut is tomorrow, though. Holy shit. Like, I'm not, I've really invested in this quest now, save. I'm so curious. We will continue this next week at some point. I don't know if it'll be I still need to go back to sorting out collabs and stuff. Like, might be doing something on Tuesday that isn't vaults. Like, that might be stuff. I'm very much excited for your debut. Thank you, Ash. Yeah, debut is tomorrow. That will be a lot of fun. I have some stuff I still need to figure out for that. Mostly, the main thing I still need to figure out, which I need to actually do a bunch of research, I need to do research to figure out, is I need to figure out a moderation bot for YouTube. Just to be able to deal with shit. Because I have one set up for Twitch, but I don't have one for YouTube, and I'd like to have one for YouTube, but I need to, like, look into what ones actually work on YouTube because most of them tend to be just Twitch. So, I need to look into that and stuff, but yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for my debut, and the cover release, and the cover talkback stream, and all that. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now!